Well, hello, and thank you for watching the TargetedWest.com podcast work group conference call. My name is DJ Chris, and I'm your moderator host today. It is the 9th of April, 2023. Happy Easter to you. Happy Easter to everybody that celebrates Easter, the resurrection. And it's show number 54, car 54, where are you? It is again the 9th. It's the Sunday call, and I'm here in beautiful Lodi, California, where it's 76 degrees right now. The weather's warm, and I've been sitting outside today, relaxing. And I'm glad you're watching me on YouTube or BitChute or through posterity on archive.org. I'm a man in the middle. I'm not political, really, left or right, and I am not spewing out anything violent, and we don't have violent rhetoric or people in our work group. We are a group that studies the Fourth Industrial Revolution, and I have some type of technology that's telepathy or V2K in my head that, like the terrorists, and many people I met have it, so this is a V2K call, basically, and dreams call, synthetic dreams that you may have, that I've written books about. So again, thank you for watching. And the first topic is the V2K history, and that's the history of V2K. And I found out from a book called Radiohead Protocol by Electric Angel. That's a must-have on Kindle if you're looking for a book on telepathy. And it breaks down the history of V2K. Even the word V2K, the acronym, is V2 is the brain, or are the facial nerves in your face that act as a second hearing system. And the K means either an implant or some polymer or something was sprayed on you. Now, I know on NCIS, they have a technology that's real at the FBI or Quantico or CIA where they spray your back or your head with a chemical that tracks you no matter where you go. And you'd have to cut your skin off to get rid of it. So this is basically the same. It's a polymer resin that probably has nanotechnology. And you say, well, you know, there was no nano back, decades ago when people were hearing V2K. Well, they had micro technology back then, and either through implants or through some type of spraying or injectable, they got you. Or the third choice is it's completely electronic, and they can entrain your brain frequencies and lock you in that way by taking your DNA sample from a garbage can or through a blood sample when you're giving blood at your doctor's office. You can go any different way. And how they talk to you in your head is basic physics, but how Dr. Punarich, the evil villain in this book, does is he invents V2K in a very early time in history and basically gave it over to the Pentagon. And definitely before, I thought it was 1960 when telepathy started, but apparently it was earlier than that. But I can't give away the year because we're giving a book away tonight. So, now, of course, you'll be watching this in video. It'll be too late, but the question is related to this book and the year. So this technology came out, and he even tested Uri Geller. He put the technology into Uri Geller and tortured him. They were thinking that he had a thing for Uri Geller because Uri had to get away from him. You know who Uri Geller is? He's the guy who bends spoons with his mind, and he's an Israeli guy that's a psychic that has incredible power with his brain, and this guy totally. Hello, Nancy. Says Ty totally was into him. So Dr. Punarich is the guy that had a setup in Maine, and he would test animals and try different electronics and different technologies where he perfected the V2K technology. and he would do it to unsuspecting people. And he would go through wife after wife after wife because he was never home. And one of his wives actually documented in a book about his evil side. And she said in the book, she exclaims that he never did anything good for humanity. Whereas a co-inventor of some of this telepathy technology actually invented a procedure that restores millions of people's hearings through a simple operation. So this Punarich is malevolent and not benevolent in any way. And his wife brings it up in her book, and it basically explains it. So the book Radiohead Protocol is available on Kindle. That is our book club book for the day, too, if you're watching via the book club, which is ready for you to join right now if you want to take a moment. It's book clubs. Woo, need a little drink here. See, I don't have my soda anymore. I'll tell you about that in a minute. You can join bookclubs.com. Well, squeaking bottle. You can join bookclubs.com/TI book club/join/ and join the book club today. We're up to 30 people. And again, it's Radiohead Protocol by Electric Angel, must have. It's a blue book with black and circles on it. The author also wrote a book about the 7 keys to V2K, which I cannot find, but someone offered it to me. I don't remember why I declined. It was probably an iffy location where it was posted at. But, it's interesting. People bring me all sorts of bits of information. I'm also with the United States Press Association, a member in good standing. You can verify that on my website at TargetedWest.com. Scroll down to info blog, DJ Chris, and go down to USPA Association and go on the website and verify to see if I'm active. If you give me a lead or a tip on my email, I have to not disclose that because I'm a press member now. And why you say, well, a lot of people can be press members. Well, how I became a press member was through my book writing as a digital media author. So that's what that type of press agent that is. So I could help you write books. I could show up at a TI event and document the event and take pictures. I have a Lumix camera, shoulder strap, and everything. So I'm all geeked out in my reporter stuff with my little pens and paper. So, some of the 1A people get those little badges, but this means more because I can help us try to solve this terrorizing telepathy and gang stalking stuff with just the right article with the right words. So that's why I did that. Well, look who it is. It's Poppy. Everybody's talking. The cats are talking tonight. So basically, I joined them, and I also run the book club. So please send any leads or any information you have to DJ Chris at TargetedWest.com. Thank you for watching again. The time now is 6:09. So the Dr. Punarich started the Roundtable Foundation, and I'm not quite sure. I'm confused. Maybe you'll do some research on this if you're watching the video about the Roundtable Foundation that he started. And I don't know if it's still in existence. I saw one in Europe. But he was basically pushing for things like mushrooms. He took mushrooms, magic mushrooms, and wrote a book about it. And he was pushing for using LSD and mushrooms even before Timothy Leary came into the scene. And so but his chief design was the V2K to torture people, and he relished the fact that he would use that technology. And Gary Geller, again, was one of his victims. Okay. Everybody's coming into the call. It's very good. Let's check the chat room. Put the camera up a little bit higher. There we go. How's the chat room doing? Chat room's okay? You look good. I'm glad you're watching on the video. Oh, there's Gertrude. We're going to give away a book right now. So based on the information I just gave you, can you tell me what year Dr. Puharich, it's Puharich, I think I said Puharich, like Puharich, history is on sourcewatch.org, by the way. There's an article on it if you want to go to my TI Club 3 Twitter page and check out that article. It's on there. And Uri Geller's article's on there too. Uri Geller looks pretty good for his age, by the way. Well, anyway, to get your free Kindle book, which you can email me at djchris@targetedwest.com. To get the book, you have to tell me what year did Dr. Puharich invent V2K. If you can answer that right now via my email. And first person to guess gets a copy of The Hills Have Eyes. Ears, I mean. Plagiarism at its best. See, Freudian. The Hills Have Ears by DJ Chris. I did some promotion on excuse me, I have to cough for a moment. There we go. I did some promotion on Amazon for my books and got zero. In fact, I spent $7 just to get a $6.99 book sold, and I only get like $2 out of that. And so nobody's buying anything anywhere right now. It's a rough time for people. I'm really surprised. I thought my books would do better, but I have 2 new fictional books. And a lot of it's discussion about V2K and its history. Matter of fact, the history of V2K is built into the fictional books, which just happened to be coincidental to the Radiohead Protocol book. I guess I knew the answer already. I don't know. But anyway, you send me an email, and the first one to answer that year gets a free book. And that's a $3.29 value. Yours for free for guessing the year, and that's that. And please pass information on to Laura about Laura's new book. She's got one out now. I'm going to put it in the chat room. And Ramblings and Rhymes of Our Times, Targeted Individual Poetry. And if you're watching the video, it's by L.Ann, and it's Ramblings and Rhymes of Our Times, Targeted Individual Collection, or Targeted Individual Community Poetry. You'll find it on Amazon. It'll be there for you. And I bought it, and I read it, and gave her a little tech support advice to get her going, and now she's getting ready to make a hard copy, a paperback copy of the book. So let's take a moment and congratulate Laura for that. Laura also has a call on tievents.org. If you are watching this video and you don't know about tievents.org, it's a collective website of all the events that go on every day. And her show is right after mine at 8 p.m. Pacific time or 9 p.m. Mountain, her time. And you should check it out. It's a voice, the number 2, heart on freeconferencecall.com right after my call. And her book is all good to go. Yeah, we need to get Laura back on the... She's going to try to do her camera tonight. She can get to see Laura on camera, maybe. We diagnosed her camera. She did what I did one time. She left her camera cover on. That's what I did, and I couldn't figure out why I didn't have any video. Oh, my... I'm going to pull my hair out. Okay. 6:15, of course, is book club time, and I added the Glenn Greenwald book, No Place to Hide, this week. I started reading that, so that's a good book to check out. And I read more of the Radiohead Protocol. It's a fantastic book. If you've got V2K, you should get it. Oh, Brian 2 is back on YouTube. Oh, it didn't last too long. Well, I'm glad. I like Brian on YouTube because I can't find him on the other channels. Let's change pages. My notebook, old school. Okay. We'll switch to open mic, and okay, it's open mic now. You can talk and ask questions or talk amongst yourselves. I'm just going to go over a few stats on show 54 here. So hello.
Hey, what's going on, DJ Chris? It's John M. We met last weekend.
Roy's, yes. Hello.
Yeah. Do you know what's going on with his show? Is he gonna put that back on, or?
He has advised that he's taking only 2 weeks. So this is the first week, and then the second week, and he promises to be back. And he just did a video with some lady, so he's still active. Yeah, he wants to take 2 weeks off. He'll be back. Until then, come over here and hang out with us.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Hey,
Absolutely,
so how are you doing?
Okay with that. Yeah, go ahead.
Awesome. So, how are you guys all doing tonight?
I think we're all good. Got the good crowd here. Everybody's doing okay. How are you?
I'm doing good, man. Still being, gang stalked and all that other bullshit. But, besides that, yeah, I'm doing good.
Yeah, it takes a balance to get that all to the point where you can have a normal life somewhat and be targeted. It takes balance, which they don't write about. It's not written about.
I know a few books from some other targets that they put out. I think I read like 3 of them. There's like one from Robert Duncan called How to Tame a Demon. There's one called How to Survive and Thrive as a Targeted Individual, and then I forgot what the last one was, but I didn't really too much care for it because at the end she kind of like led us to believe that if you read it you'll understand, but she kind of like led us to believe that like aliens are involved or whatever, and I'm like, okay, is this real or is this disinformation? I'm not saying that
Yeah, that thriving and surviving is Kathy Meadows, I think.
Yeah. And then, I forgot what the other book was with aliens, but I don't know. It's not that I don't, think that there's other life and, other planets, but to say that I don't know, the reptilians are behind our targeting is kind of I don't know. It's far out there. I see the reason why she noted the things she did, but I don't know. It was just out there. I don't know about the whole alien thing.
I agree. I'll say it real quick that we're not alone in this universe, but the things that I hear in my V2K an alien would say, it's more of a Law and Order dark triad personality.
Oh, you mean like narcissist and psychopath?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of have a theory about that because, like, I'm kind of wondering, like, how, like, people could, like, do this kind of shit unless they weren't, like, fucked up in their heads. So I'm, like, wondering, does, like, the
They
intelligence
are fucked
agencies,
up
because,
in the head.
yeah, they are. So, like, my whole thing is, like, do the intelligence agencies have, like, a secret psychopath corps or something like that? Is that where they get these people from?
Well, there are a lot of contractors, and mostly it's outsourced now. So, but they are psychopaths. They're dark triad personalities, basically. There's 1 in 20 people that are like that, and they recruit them. They know what to look for. They know it. It's psychological.
I agree. Sorry, was someone else going to talk?
Hi. Yeah, because when it's new. Hello, I'm Vanessa, and it's new to be in group conversations, and I struggle with it, but I just started, so bear with me. I just quickly want to spout something out about the whole alien abduction thing, anything to do with aliens is all part of it, as far as I'm concerned, and they put me through. But Cassie, my daughter was about 8 at the time, and I'm now 50 something. So that I was in the middle of Wales all those years ago, 30 years ago. I had what would have been an alien abduction, a telepath. Since what I now know is part of this MK Ultra, which is pretty much what I realised I'd been in years of. But I did not know what was happening to me then. But I was given an alien abduction. All I want to quickly say, and not talk about that and go waffling on, is that it's a government program. The next thing is going to be that the world government psychopaths are going to come out with. It's going to be. So they would have wanted me to start believing in aliens, wouldn't they? They gave me that experience.
Yes.
Actually, when it happened, I was in the middle of Wales. I didn't have my daughter. I'd lost my driving licence, and a friend had driven me to Wales, and we were at a set of stone circles, and I was leaning up against the stone, and I don't think they thought I had anyone with me anymore. And I was in the middle of nowhere in a natural auditorium, actually where Walt Whitman's kind of memorial is, and I was leaning against this stone, and I wouldn't have known what happened, but the person who was with me had wandered off, and I was leaning against this stone with the sun shining down, and I was like, suddenly, he said, he saw me in the distance be projected about 6 to 8 feet, and and I landed a heap. And that was great, because I had someone see what that happened to me. And I would never, and he's now dead, he fell off his boat and drowned. But what happened to me while I landed in a heap, and he thought I'd broken my neck because I was all crumpled up when he finally got to me from far, that he'd walked away from me across the fields. I went through, in my mind, seeing a spaceship, these things coming out. It was very realistic. It was obviously all synthetic telepathy, I now understand. When I woke up, I was in it. He woke me up. He shook me because he thought I'd broken my neck. It was all doubled over, and I was landed completely flopped out in a heap. And I woke up, I was in ecstatic, oh, I can't believe this, and I was laughing, ecstatic state, emotionally. So then from that, I would have been supposed to believe in aliens for the rest of my life. And all these years later, it now makes sense. And I realised that this is part of the program. All these people that have seen stuff, yes, the government are flying around in ships that the world government has done that. So those are the on-the-ground things. It's like a mirror of what the levels are with the V2K, the on-the-ground gang stalking, and then the satellite and all the levels of it, what we all go through. So I'll shut up now, but I just wanted to say that is going to then come into people who have gone down that road and go, wow, I had this experience. They're definitely true. Then you're totally incredible with a lot of people going to discredit you as saying anything sensible if you're a person who believes that these aliens are a real thing. So the next thing is going to be a massive government projected, I can't get the words out, I'm being really messed up, government spun out alien invasion thing after the virus, I reckon.
I think I know what you're talking about. Are you talking about Project Bluebeam? I've heard of it before.
Oh, I don't know any of the names of anything. I just know personally what I went through, and then I can honestly say to you the funniest things happen. But I can honestly say to you that I have probably read something about Project Bluebeam, but I just in my heart really know that it's a government promoted thing, and then where I've looked and read and learned about the technology with what they were starting with in the war, with, you know, inventing all this stuff, and Hitler and all those people had this equipment, and it's still probably very much, I'm getting completely blank. So just so you all know, it's really hard for me to do this because I have ridden out the gang stalking. They don't bother really anymore, apart from journeys, cars trying to do weird stuff with you, and sat-nav getting screwed up and everything. What happens to me now in my latest phase of targeting years on, and obviously I don't believe in the word targeting, but is my brain. They snatch thoughts and they go really for my cortex, my brain. They go really in there. So I'll shut up because I don't want to waffle on like this, but thank you for trying to have a two-way conversation with me. It's really hard. So thank you. I'll shut up now. Can you carry on and just talk to me about it?
Oh, thank you for your comments. Go ahead, John.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, I was going to post a video from this guy who does like conspiracy theories type stuff. His presentation is very good, so I don't know if you guys want. I would recommend you checking out his channel. He also has some stuff about MK Ultra. He's not a targeted individual. He's not a TI. He's just a guy who likes to explore, like, you know, things like conspiracies and stuff like that.
Oh, right.
So I'm gonna go ahead
and put that in the chat room, please.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right, I just posted the link right now.
And can you describe the link name for people who are watching this video so they can look it up on YouTube, I assume?
Sure. You know what you can do is you could just go to Google and then type in the Y files. That's the name of the show, the Y files. So, you know, of course, and then WHY for Y, and then files. And then type in Project Bluebeam or MK Ultra. You'll pull up one of his videos about that subject.
Cool. Thank you.
Yeah, but from what I understand, from what he's saying, he believes 100% that MK Ultra was actually real. I think he even says in his video that it might be under like a different name, but he doesn't have that information like right with him right now, but he alludes to that in his video that MK Ultra could still be going on today, but under a different name. You know, again, you know, he's not a targeted individual. He's just a guy who's like really interested in like conspiracy theories and stuff like that, and so he'll make videos about them and like explain the theory, and then he'll explain why he thinks it's either real or false. And he goes about it in a factual way, so it's not like it's just like his own opinion. It is his own opinion ultimately because he doesn't know for sure, but he does a very, very good job of explaining like the stuff. I think you guys might. He even has what he has. I don't know what program he uses, but like he has like this talking fish that also goes on the show with him. It's just like a talking fish that'll pop up, you know, somewhere on his screen. But like he'll have. I know that he's the one doing the fish voice, but he'll like have conversations with like the fish to make it look like they're two different people. And so not only is his show like, you know, interesting and informative, but it also has some humor in it too. So I definitely recommend checking out his videos. They're called the Y Files. They're on YouTube. He talks about all that stuff. He even talks about what else? What are some of the other things he talks about? He talks about like UFOs at Dulce Base, and the fact that he isn't the only person I've heard this from, that apparently there was some sort of alien war or something like that, a little mini skirmish at Dulce Base, and they covered it up. But that's how the government works, right? They try to cover everything up. That's not like gonna look good in the public.
That's why the word is control, mind. Government meant is mind. Govern, control.
So could I just ask, does that the yfiles.com, he's not promoting the existence? Is he saying aliens? I don't want to go off the topic, but is he? Oh God, I can't get the words out. Sorry, I can't find the chat room and I can't get the words out. So I'm going to choose to be quite quiet now. Otherwise, I will be too invasive in the thing. So,
okay. Well, if you do find the words, let us know.
Yeah, thank you.
I have a lot of words. I don't use any of them because I have to listen to learn.
Yes, that's right.
Steve, you got your microphone on.
Yes, sir. I wanted to ask you about, is there a TI named Lorraine that's supposed to be coming out with some type of interview?
Yes.
I heard a rumor.
Yeah, she's on. Someone will tell you. Yes.
Yeah, I also emailed you the info, DJ, so that you would see it. Yes, Lorraine Valenti in Kentucky. She moved from a 5-bedroom home in New Jersey and bought a huge 65 acres in Kentucky. And she has a YouTube channel called Alternative Homesteading, I think. And she's going to be on Tuesday night at 9 Eastern on A&E Network Neighborhood Wars. I mean, don't. In other words, she's not going to be there on person. They recorded, took down her story, took her story, and they're publishing her story and the interview Tuesday at 9 Eastern.
Cool. Thank you for that. That'll be on the tape for the recording here.
Yeah. Thank
Okay.
you. Thank you.
Again, that's Lorraine Valente, and she's the cat lady, and she'll be on A&E this Tuesday. So check it out. You're listening. Oh, go ahead. Come on in.
I just wanted to let you know and everybody else that the information for Tuesday's show is listed at tievents.org.
Oh, thank you.
Well, thank you for that. Yay, tievents.org. And if you get in time, you can watch it if you're watching this video before Tuesday. So chop, chop. This is DJ Chris, your moderator, TargetedWest.com. I want to let you guys know, let's see the stats here. I paid the domain name for TargetedWest.com this month, and I paid for web hosting for a year, and just want to let you know we're good to go.
Thank you very much for setting this up as a way for us to connect.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Chris. She's got a very good point there. Thanks, man, for having the courage.
Thank you. I sell books. I write to pay the hosting, and I don't have a lot of overhead, so I'm good to go. But yeah, thank you guys.
Yeah, that's cool, man. I was actually forget about that. There was something else I wanted to bring up. I was about to talk about like me wanting to write, but I think there's something more important to discuss. Has anybody ever heard of the name Roger Tolsis?
Yes, he's a private investigator out of the LA area.
Yeah. So is he for reals? Is he valid, or
he's real? He's valid, but he's very expensive.
Okay.
But
okay.
He can't detect telepathy. He looks for devices and signals in your home, and he'll come out and do an inspection. One time, this family was being harassed by the neighbors. Their son was a tech, and put a Tesla coil through the ceiling, and the neighbors would see a Tesla coil in their living room, and Roger busted them, and they got arrested. So that's one of his claims to fame.
Oh, really? Okay. So I just wanted to know if this guy is legitimate or not, because I haven't really seen a lot of stuff about him out there. I've seen his website. It looks old as hell. I don't know if that's intentional or what. I've seen a video of him on YouTube, but again, I don't know if he's like legit or if he's just like another perp or something that's pretending to help us. So
I think he's trying to help us, but the price he charges is exorbitant.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's good. Awesome. So, if you guys don't know who that is, I think there's a video of him on YouTube. Look him up. If you guys have the money, he may be. I don't have the money, but if you guys have the money, he may be able to help you guys. I think like for his entire services, like he quoted me like $5,000, and that was half for the testing, and then half for like a sort of shield. He said that basically it's supposed to shield you from like the doing and the V2K or whatever. But Chris, you said that he can't. I don't know when you've last done your research on him, but that's what he told me. He had an invention that could shield you from the do's and the V2K.
Well, I didn't know that, but you're talking about a $96 trillion system that's pretty hard to outsmart.
Okay, so yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking too, because it's like, okay, maybe this guy does know something, but maybe I don't know, maybe he's just trying to like make a buck off off of people like us. There was this other company way back. I don't think they're even in business anymore, but they sold devices that were supposed to like negate the directed energy weapons or whatever. And people just said they were just a scam. So I don't know. I'm just wondering, is he for reals or is he a scam?
He's for real, but he can't really do much.
Okay. So even
for the money, I think you should be able to do what he does for a lot less on your own with proper research and not use him.
Okay.
That's what I would do. I would do your own version and whatever shielding he's using, lessemf.com. There's the Moo Metal. There's I can't remember the name of it, but it's very expensive for isolating cell phone tower antennas and such. Yeah, I have all sorts of different solutions. Just don't spend a lot of money trying to solve it, because that's what they want you to do. You have to research it.
Yeah, I've actually already fallen into that trap somewhat. I bought a whole bunch of stuff that I thought was going to help me, and it ended up not working the way I thought it would. So I'm pretty sure they have it's weird. I know for a fact that some of my neighbors are perps. Not some of them. Pretty much at this point, all of them. They're just continue. And here's the thing: a bunch of new people moved in, and I get the feeling that these guys are senior perps. They've been perps for a while. I feel like some of the people in my neighborhood, they recruited them, but others they've been doing this for a while. And I noticed a lot. I don't know if it's because of the money they're getting or if they're actually using the satellite dishes to do something to me. But there's a bunch of satellite dishes and some antennas that I've never seen before in the area. And strangely enough, the directed energy weapon attacks, they've increased since then, and also the V2K. So I'm wondering, are those satellite dishes, just like you guys spending your perp money on extravagant things, or do those satellite dishes serve a purpose?
In my book, I thought the satellite dish next door was doing it to me, but it was a V2K pretending.
Okay.
Yeah.
But no, I don't think someone's going to have a satellite dish in their house when most of the operation of this technology can be done through the internet or through the the war version of the internet that's split off.
Okay.
Did the gentleman, whoever's asking that just now to you, DJ, did he say he has V2K?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, those antennas that you've never seen before, I'm betting have to do with the V2K, because I'm betting all it takes is a, what do they call that, like a receiver, transceiver type of equipment, which would help their case for the V2K.
Did it start when the V2K started, or was the V2K before the antennas?
The V2K was before the satellite dishes, but like and their dishes, their dishes and antennas. It started before then, but like it wasn't like going on all the time. And then like when it started going on all the time, that's when I noticed like, oh, what the hell these satellite dishes just popped up everywhere. I noticed that they're almost all of the satellite dishes, they're almost always on the perps' houses. So I'm like wondering, does that have anything to do with this, or is like, or are they just spending their perp money? Because I also noticed another thing too. Some of these people that I know for a fact are perps, they have new vehicles. Okay,
that's a known profile you just described, yes, and they have money to sit at home on the TV. They also go to Costco once a month and get all their food, so they don't go anywhere.
What? Really?
Yes, sir.
I did not know that. I knew they were getting some perks from this, but I didn't know like.
Mine used to order in instead of leaving, because there always had to be at least 2 people in the community perp apartment above me, so they would order in. But that was just whoever was on duty. That was just their particular style of how they got their food.
Yeah, and my data is older data, so I would agree and concur that it's now delivery. They're too lazy to go to Costco now.
I actually saw that.
I'm sorry to laugh. I just saw something about my environment then. Gosh. Sorry, I didn't mean to laugh. That was my brain seeing something about my own personal experience, and I laugh because of a realization. Apologies.
No, you're good, Vanessa. Okay. Anyways, yeah, I've seen them do that a couple of times, and then they stopped doing it because, like, I started taking, like, notes or whatever, and I noticed that. I was like, okay, because, like, here's the thing. I live in California, right? And I'm in, like, a low-income housing area. I mean, it might not sound low-income housing for you guys, but I pay, like, almost, like, $1,400 a month for, a studio, and it's considered low housing in California. But yeah, I was looking at it. I was like, okay, how are these guys able to like? And I noticed it before, like, because like the guys that got turned, I guess you could say, they didn't have like the kind of money. I didn't notice them spending as much, on food and stuff like that before. But then I noticed like food, what else? Like TV, like down, like so I live in like a complex, right? And it's a gated complex. Not that it matters, because they've literally. This is how I know something's fucked up around here. Is like literally every gate that leads into the complex is open or fucked up in a way that like you can easily open it. If you jiggle the handle or something like that. In any case, yeah, I mean, I noticed things like big screen TVs, new cars, freaking, eating out using fast food, and I'm like, where are they getting? No, that's where they're getting the money from. This, it's perp money, it's black money. That's where they're getting it from. So it's like, I mean. I don't know. I thought about it. I was pretty sure that's what that's what's going on, but like I didn't know for a fact. So thank you for confirming that.
I live in California too, in Lodi. I live in a camper RV, and I pay $1,200 a month, including my RV mortgage. So I know about the prices, and I just have a cement spot.
Yeah.
In 2011, I'm sorry. In 2011, when I noticed that everybody, all the perks, they were buying cars, the GMC cars, and they have the transmitters in their houses. I was living in the next door where they have those transmitters. They have the equipment, and they hire people for targeting. They have the transmitters and the receivers, and they record the voices, and they record. They're hire people. They're just in and out. They're working like a 12-hour shift. They I think so. They got paid for by an hour, because when I noticed they were knocking the doors, and they were hiring people, and they were telling them to target or to torture us. And I hear it perfectly well because I live in next door where the people that were hired. And the next door, they have the equipment they use to transmit those voices. And they have it around. They have a small equipment where they transmit their voices. And looks like a jammer. And they actually, this is, if they did when is where does every sound, every voice that coming from the house, if they want to track it, they can track it really easy from the house. I know their names. It's more than 500 people that they're doing that, and they transport it into their cars as well, and they have in their houses a runabout. That is the main source in California.
Okay.
I don't know if you guys need the house. I can give you the house number.
No, that's okay. That's fine. I think we're good on that. I think there is a website. I forgot what it was. I think it's I think it's called Who Is a Rat, and I think what they try to do is they try to call out perps on that website. So I don't know if you want to go to that website, submit that information. By all means, go ahead. I'm probably going to do the same thing or make my own blog.
Oh, do you know there's a site called PlateQuery? Have you seen PlateQuery yet? .com?
What is
PlateQuery? Go to PlateQuery.com, and you can look up license plates of perps or add a license plate of a perp if they're driving badly or stalking you.
Okay, PlateQuery.
What is the gentleman's name that you're talking to, DJ?
That's Jon M. Jon, Jon.
Okay, John. How far are you from? I'm in Rancho Cucamonga. How far are you from? Because you said you're in California.
I'm in San Bernardino.
Oh, really? Now that's where I did live. That's where my apartment from hell was, which I left after 3 years, and took to living in my car because I couldn't. It was my apartment from hell was too much for me. But yeah, that whole town is low rent.
Yeah, I noticed.
Got a lot of weed there, a lot of illegal weed, and a lot of stuff.
Oh, you've been to San Bernardino?
No, it's on the YouTube all the time.
Oh, okay.
Unless I got you mixed up with San Fernando Valley. Well, one of those desert areas is full of illegal people from all over the world that are growing illegal weed, not the legal weed.
Okay, I believe you. I've seen some street stuff, and I'm like wondering like where, why in this day and age when weed's legal, people are still selling weed on the street.
I would not buy weed on the street because that's how I got targeted. I bought some marijuana from someone and they sprinkled drugs on it. Methamphetamine got me hooked for 2 weeks, and then the voices started and they never left. And that was 2002. So just that one little baggie or two I did fucked me up for the rest of my life.
I thought you said you were targeted for being... Sorry, I thought you said you were targeted for being gay.
Well, that was the first thing they said when they were in the hall, when I was in the hallway hiding. And yes, the DA was targeting me because I was gay. And, but yeah, I had a drug relapse, and gays do meth a lot, if you haven't known that. And that's their favorite drug. Methamphetamine is very popular in the gay culture. So, yeah, it was a thing. And that's how I got caught. And yeah, and the first thing they said out of their mouth was, "Hey, F-word, what are you doing in the hallway?" And it was a lot of anti-gay stuff, yeah.
Okay. How do you spell the plate quarry? I'm trying to look it up, but I can't seem to find it. How do you spell quarry?
It's plate query, Plate, query, as in Query, query.
Oh, plate query. Okay, I got you now. I thought it was
like you're
plate.
doing an inquiry onto a plate. Yeah, plate query.
Okay.
Not to be confused with queer people. I'm just kidding. Yeah, no, you won't be gay by your plate. Hey, no, I've got people following me. No, I'm kidding. That's a good website. Check it out.
Okay.
But yeah, I did get targeted for being gay at the RV park here, and had to put cameras up. So yeah, that's the part that you know about.
John?
He's looking it up right now. Oh, there he is.
Sorry. Yeah, sorry. I was looking up the website. Sorry about that. Who is this?
This is HC. Are you from that area?
I know her. She's good. Go ahead.
Okay. Am I from the San Bernardino area, the county or whatever?
Yeah.
Yeah, I am.
Oh, okay. Because I'm I don't know if you're on a voucher, but I'm on a voucher now, and I'm supposed to be looking. And I said I would never go back to that area, but I'm getting to the point now where I will take wherever they will take me. I'm tired of being in my car. It's been too long. So, but I do love Rancho Cucamonga, but I'm competing against people with money for the same apartments, even though the voucher covers the amount. But anyway, I was just curious because I realize I'm getting desperate enough that maybe I would chance going back to that area if I have to, because I don't want to go through another summer out here.
Yeah, the summers are really hot in California. I know what you mean. You said you were in Rancho?
Yeah.
Okay.
My apartment from hell was in San Bernardino, but then I left it and packed up my car and came to Rancho Cucamonga. And I would like to stay in this area, but like I said, I'm competing for some beautiful apartments that my voucher is covers the amount. But I don't think they're going to take me. I don't care if my voucher, if the money is provided by the county housing. It doesn't matter. I've been, it's too difficult to clean up and look decent around here.
Okay.
They want $2,500 or 19 to 23 for an apartment here, 1-bedroom studio.
Yeah, that's what they're wanting here in Rancho, but my voucher covers up to like, I don't know, almost 2,500. But either way, my caseworker at the VA sent me some really cute places. She thinks I would, and she's probably right. These are really beautiful places. But oh my gosh, who I'm competing against for the same apartments, they have money.
You'll make it. It's gonna probably take time.
Then go to some other place, or I mean, San Bernardino counties is like it's full of different cities. I know you like Rancho, but I mean, there's a couple of other places. Don't recommend. I don't recommend Upland. Don't go there. There's perps there. I know that for a fact. Well, there's perps everywhere, but yeah, I wouldn't go to Upland. And I'm pretty sure there are probably perps in Rancho too. Don't really know too much about it, but it is a beautiful area. But if you wanted to, maybe you should, I don't know, consider another city.
Well, they're really bad on me because it's law enforcement put me on this program. So law enforcement is on me like white on rice and make sure that everyone around me is perping me at all times. So wherever I go, it's going to be bad. But anyway, I don't like competing with people who have money.
Well, that's fine, but I mean, I think your voucher would still get you in there, even if you didn't have money.
The voucher does cover that. I think that's what I said a minute ago. It does. The voucher covers up to like 2,500 for this area. But it's not the voucher that's going to determine whether a landlord wants me in there or not. Because they're still going to get their money. They're still going to get paid. That's not the issue. The issue is,
okay.
I don't think I can't get cleaned up enough, or my car is going to look really roady compared to some people who pull up there to rent. You know what I'm saying? If a landlord has to choose between somebody who pulls up in a Prius versus somebody who pulls up in an old, dirty car, guess who they're probably going to pick with the same amount of money?
Well, I don't know. I would still try if I were you. I wouldn't. I don't know. I haven't encountered that problem before, so I can't really advise you on that. I don't know. Maybe DJ Chris can advise you on that. Maybe.
I think she's probably got it handled good. Yeah.
She's just so positive, and she just thinks that she doesn't have a clue about.
She's not based in reality. Yeah. Oh, I got one announcement to make. We're going to have a possible moderator meeting once a month. All the moderators get together, and everybody's on board. I sent Derek and Chief a email invite, so we'll see what happens. But everybody's on board. We'll have a little get together once a month, and you can submit your questions to them.
Okay, that's cool.
And then last but not least, Laura Ann has her show after mine, and her topic is TI should not escalate situations. Try to de-escalate, and that's her topic. Anyway, it's open mic. Come on in, talk amongst yourselves. It's a good call.
Or ignoring. I'm into ignoring them. That kind of helps de-escalate things.
That's a good way. That's an de-escalation process. Yes, that's a good one.
HC, actually, hi guys. HC, actually, my Joe taught me that. He taught me how to ignore it. We were in the store one time, and we just got slammed, and I looked at him, I go, this doesn't bother you? And he picks up a magazine, starts flipping through it. He's like, nope, not at all. Like, he's talking to me. He just taught me how to do that. It was really easy for him, but yeah, why victims shouldn't escalate conflict is going to be the topic for tonight.
Thank you, Laura. That's Laura Ann, and she also has a new book, which, by the way, you made a sale during our call.
Brilliant.
Laura M., you made a sale in the call today.
It's very exciting.
Pretty cool. Woo!
Pretty cool.
Yeah, I bought a copy, so we'll keep pushing the word, and you'll talk more about your book on your call tonight. It's open mic, and it's 7 o'clock, and thank you for watching on your favorite platform. We're going to end this call number 54, and we'll be back next week for more topics and more fun. Thank you for watching. Good night on your preferred platform. And please like, subscribe, and comment on the video. Thank you.